Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late. It was just one of those days in the morning, but here we are. I hope you had a good Friday. So today it is Follow the Yogi, and it's going to be a little bit more of a advanced practice. We're going to we're going to work on our handstands as well as we're going to open up the hips quite a bit. So we're going to do straddle. So I have 2 blocks. I also have a strap for a little bit of a deeper twists if you need it. Obviously, there's always modifications to everything that we do. Everything I say is suggestions at best. So you listen to your breath, and yeah, that's it. Oh, sorry. All right, so let's come into a comfortable seat, however that might look like for you. So sit up tall onto your hips, and then close your eyes and start listening to your breath. And then transition to the Ujjayi pranayama, so seal the lips, breathing in and out through the nose. Find that light contraction at the back of the throat and keep the inhale and the exhale the same way. Engage your Mula Bandha, pelvic floor, the trunnion of the navel, the Udayana Bandha. Try to soften the jaw, brows, shoulders, and then open up your eyes, and then just extend your right leg out and take your hand onto the shin and lift your left hand up and over. Try to keep the left sit bone grounded and then spin the chest. So we're just stretching in to the left side. Reaching out through the elbows and the fingertips. And then exhale, look down, frame your foot, and then fold over the leg. Doesn't have to be super deep. And inhale, come all the way up. And from here, we're just going to switch legs. Parivrtta, Shasana. So forearm down, maybe the hand, and then bring the hand up and move. Open up the chest. Sit bone grounded. And the next day, look down, fold over the front leg. And then inhale, come all the way up. Make your way to all fours. And then tuck your toes, make your way into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Heels are reaching back. Listen to your breath. You can walk your feet out. Just settling in. Pay attention to where you feel openness and tightness. We talk about the non-judgment in the practice. As we're moving towards the more complex asanas, just be kind. Look at it as a journey, a progression. We are where we are. One more breath. And then walk your feet forward, Uttanasana. Keeping your feet hip width. This first one you can bend your knees. Try to rotate the tailbone up though, so you're stretching into the low back. Maybe the hands to the elbows. Maybe you can sort of swing your arms like a little swing. And then release your hands to the mat. Slowly, gently, start rolling them. Bring the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, slide them down your back. Toes pointing forward. Hips are hip width apart. The toes are. Inhale, bring your arms up and over. Interlace your hands and bring your palms straight up. And then shrug your shoulders up. And then bring them back down. And then lift through the chest. Hips are neutral. So you're just moving the hands back. So you're opening up into the shoulders. Breathe. And then exhale, interlace your hands behind your back, hold your shoulders open, lift your gaze. Take the breath into the front side and fold. Hands up and over the shoulders. Maybe even try to tuck the chin to the chest. And again, move the shoulders away. I always get like that little chiropractor adjustment in my upper neck. Belly in. Lower the hands down to the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet into high plank. And lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Think of either the elbows pointing forward, shoulder blades back. Press into the 10 toes, lift the kneecaps. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Exhale for 1. Exhale for 2. Exhale for 3. Keep creating space into the sides, the torso at every breath. Last one. Inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees, step your feet forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms up and over. Exhale, hands by your side, Samastiti. Also know that if you're online, this is a little chat up. So if you have any questions at any time, I will keep on looking to the screen to see if you have any questions. So feel free to use the chat. Here we go. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Exhale for 1. Exhale for 2. Exhale for 3. Exhale for 4. Belly in. Exhale for 5. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend your knees, float your feet forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, hands by your side. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Exhale for one. Exhale for two. Exhale for three. Exhale for four. Exhale for five. Inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees, come forward. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arm. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Exhale for one. Exhale for two. Exhale for three. Noticing if you're flaring your low ribs out. So use your core, your bandhas, to pull them back in. Inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees. Come forward. Inhale, half. Exhale, bow. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. One last time. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Exhale for one. Exhale for two. Exhale for three. Now you're rolling your armpits since you have an external rotation in your upper arms. Opening into the shoulders. Two more breaths. Inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees, come forward. Inhale, half. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, Samastiti. Surya Namaskar. Bend your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arm. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left heel down, right foot forward. Hips are square, toe twist forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Spinny right heel down, left foot forward. Hips are square. Inhale, come up. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Option if you want to come down to the forearms. And be variation. If you do, press into the forearms, spread the fingers wide, and then lift the heart towards the toes and breathe. Paying attention to the legs, they are strong. Heart is moving to the toes. The breath is steady. Last breath. Come back up onto your hands. Inhale, you lift the heels, bend your knees, come forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Samasthiti. Bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, warrior one. Exhale, Chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Right heel down, left foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hand comes down, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come to your forearms. Breathe. Last one. Come back up onto your hands. Inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees, come forward. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Come to standing, Samasthiti. Bend the knees, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, Chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, warrior one. Exhale, Chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left foot forward, inhale, rise. Exhale, Chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Come back to your forearms. And breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your hands. Inhale, lift the heels, come forward. Half lift. Exhale, bow. Bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Come to standing, Samasthiti. I think we have one last. Bend the knees, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, Chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, Chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come to your forearms. And breathe. And then come back up onto your hands. Inhale, lift the heels. Step your feet outside your hands. So if you want, you can tuck up and slowly land into Malasana. And then come all the way down. Knees to the triceps. Lift your chest. Now engage the bandhas. Opening up into the inner thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your hands down, lift your hips, heel to your feet, hip width apart. Paragustasana, peace fingers around your big toes. Inhale, lift and lengthen. So shift the weights forward. So lining up hips with your ankles, lift your kneecaps, belly in, exhale, fold. All right, we breathe. Use your arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift and lengthen, let go of your big toes, and then see how I'm planting my hands under the shoulders. And you can have your knees bent if you have tight hamstrings, but you want to shift forward. So like I'm really pressing into my hands, belly is in, and now I heel toe my feet together. So this is also an opportunity where you can use the blocks. So you're here. I'm going to show my left leg first. So you shift your weight into your hands, almost like you're in this handstand. Lift your kneecaps, drop the belly in, and then from here, you're going to lift your right foot straight to the right. Point or flex your toe so it points forward. Again, try to keep your right hip over. So don't lean to the right. You had even amount of weight into both hands. And we breathe. Lift it up. 5, like a peeing dog. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. I have to move this way because otherwise I'm going to kick the wall. We're going to do the same thing with the other leg. So inhale, lift it up to the side, even weight into both hands, belly in, look slightly forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your foot down, feet are hip width apart. Slide your hands underneath your feet, Parahastasana. And then inhale, lift them like that. Same thing here. Shift your weight forward, hips are over the ankles, belly in, exhale, fold, chin to chest. 5, 4, 3, relax your shoulders. 2, and 1. Inhale, lift and lengthen, let go, and then heel to your feet again, together. Again, you can use that block. You can take that same variation we just took, or peace fingers around your big toe. All right, you press into the hand, and then inhale, lift your leg. And breathe for 5, 4, look straight down. 3, 2, and 1. Lower the foot down, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, lift straight to the side for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the foot down, and then step your left foot to the back of the mat. And then lower your left knee on the top of the foot. The knees pointing forward. We stay here in this first Anjaneyasana. And then we start lifting up. Keep sinking the hips forward. So you can stay here with your hands onto the knee, just like I'm doing. Or you're going to start pressing into the top of your left foot. Keep sinking the hips down and forward. Belly in. One more. And then take your knee down, shift back for half split. Fold over the front leg, belly in. Dig your heel in and lift your kneecap. Use your breath. You're energetically deepening into the asana. You're softening. Inhale, shift back forward, frame your foot, tuck the toes, step your left foot next to your right and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hand, right foot steps back. And then lower the foot, so knee down. Check in with alignment. We start here, opening up. And eventually we come up. So you may stay here, or maybe you start pressing into the top of the right foot. Like this, or the thigh is engaged. Keep lifting the chest. Two more. Take your knee down, frame your foot, shift back, half split. Inhale, come forward, frame your foot, tuck the toe, lift the knee, and then step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Knees comes down, puppy pose. So keep your hips over your knees, walk your hands forward. Spread your fingers wide. And then here you have this external rotation. So it's almost like those eye of your elbows. This is that part that moves a little bit up. And now you start sinking the chest down. So the arms are already engaged. You're stretching through the shoulders. Maybe the chest comes down. Maybe you look between your hands. Belly in. First variation of the day. Opening up the upper back, the chest and shoulders. You're still feeling the bandhas. And then walk your hands back. Make your way back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. And stack your hip open. And move your hip around. And extend your foot to the back of the mat. Exhale, knee to the chest. Come forward. Round your upper back. Squeeze your heel to the butt. And then press the mat away from your belly in. All right, breathe. 5. Don't forget to breathe. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, step your foot outside your right hand. Right, toe points forward. So you're keeping your thigh by your rib cage. And then exhale, lower your knee down and the top of the foot. So you may stay here, or you're going to come down onto the forearm. Right, spread your fingers wide, just like we did in down dog beat. And then pull the heart forward, lift the chest, but keep hugging the knee into the rib cage. And again, option here is to press into the top of that back foot and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come up onto the hands as you take your knee down. Tuck the toe. Inhale, lift the lengthen, three-legged dog. And then stack the hip open. Bend your knee a little bit. And lower it down. Same thing, left side. Inhale, left leg lifts. And then bend your knees, stack it open. See how it feels. Here we go. Extend your foot, hips are squared. Exhale, knee to chest, come forward. And then make yourself as tiny little ball as possible. Squeezing the heel to the butt. Press the mat away from you, feeling that contraction. Try to kiss the knee, belly in. 5, 4. You are tight. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, step your foot outside your left hand. And then take your knee down. And then hug the thigh in. So the knee is close to the elbow. Come down to the forearms. And you're finding that figure 11, like a down dog B shape. If you were lifting your knee, press into the top of the foot. Body strong, pull your heart forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your knee down, come back up onto the hand. Inhale, left leg up and back. Then stack your hip open. Take your foot down. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come back down onto the knees. So now puppy pose. You can take that same variation if you like. All right, so you move your hands forward, roll your armpits in, sink the chest down. So if your boobs, man or woman, or child, I was about to say, the chest needs to be grounded, all right? Otherwise, it's going to be, I think, pretty awful. All right, so you may stay here, look between your hands, arms are strong, then tuck the toes, belly in, lift the knees. Take the knees down if they lifted, walk your hands back, and then shift into child's pose for a moment, and breathe. Inhale, come back up to all fours, make your way in to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, exhale, bend your knees, float your feet forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to your heart. Hook your left elbow outside your right knee. Come into Prasarita. Utkatasana. I don't know what I came up with that. Inhale, lengthening, Parvrita diamond. And then exhale, twist. And breathe for 5. Sit down deep, squeeze your thighs together, bandhas. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look down, inhale, Utkatasana. Take the hands to your heart and then hook right elbow. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, twist, and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look down, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Spin your back, heel down, right foot between the hands, heel to arch alignment, rise up, Virabhadrasana. We're staying here. We come deep into our hips. Now, neutral, pull your heels together. Feel the energy draw it from the ground up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your front knee, reach forward. Uttita Trikonasana. Hand comes down, lengthening yourself forward, spin your heart. Bring your hand up, gaze comes to the thumbs. Breathe. 5, keep lengthening your torso. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look down, inhale, rise. Bend into the front knee, warrior 2 again. Forearm can come down or hands inside, outside. You decide, snuggle that hip underneath you. Keep pulling your heels together. Left arm up and over. Have an external rotation in your upper arm. Gaze to the thumbs. Breathe. 5, pull your shoulder back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look down, take your hands to the inside, and then walk to the middle of the mat. Prasarita, we're going to do A and B. So turn the toes in, press into the outer parts, so you feel this lift in your arch. Your hips are over your ankles, you lift and lengthen, you pull the belly in. lift your kneecaps. And with your bandhas, the core, it's going to pull you down. Move the hands back, chin to the chest. Here we go. Press into the outer parts of the feet, activating the outer parts of the hips. We breathe 5. Opening into the hamstrings. Keep pressing, almost like you will float up. Keep pressing. Legs are super active. Take your hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, rise all the way up. Good. Open up your arms. Exhale, again, hands to the hips. Let the hands stay here. Pull your shoulders back. Lift the heart. Exhale, hinge. Prasarita Padottanasana. B. Keep squeezing. Legs are strong. Try to get the hips over the ankles. For 5. Use your bandhas again. 4. So even though that your hands are onto your hips, and maybe the head is not touching the floor, but imagine that your feet could still float straight up. That's how strong they are, how much you're engaging the core. Good. Now take the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Turn your left toe to the left, and then bend in. Bring your right heel up. And then lower down into Skandasana. We're going to stay here. Maybe you even come into a little seat, right? So see how I just brought my booty down, right? And then I'm going to walk my hands forward like at a down dog. I keep moving my left knee away from me. Belly in, my toe is up. I'm engaging my right thigh, and now I drop my chin. I really start opening up into the inner thighs, my hamstring. I'll take 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your hands back, lift your hips, and then come forward. Now keep your hands to the inside and lower your left knee down. Full lizard, so turn your toe out to the right. So move the foot away from you. See how I moved? All right, you're going to sink your hips forward, come down to the forearms again. Roll onto the outer part of your right foot and move the knee away from you. All right, keep pulling the heart forward. Good. One more breath. And then bend your left knee. Okay, so if you can't reach for your foot, just grab your strap and bring your foot in. Keep sinking the hips forward. All right, and then rotate the shoulder open. Getting this rotation. One more. And then let it go. Come back onto your hands. Tuck the left toe. And then bring your right toe forward again. So now you're hugging the knee. Then lift the knee. And then you're going to step your left foot outside your left hand. So you look like this. So from here, you bend your knees a little bit. You're going to take your right hand under the leg. And you're going to bring your hand up onto the low back. Your left hand grab. So again, you can use the strap here. You can turn your toes out slightly and you can bend your knees. And then start looking between your legs and see how it feels if you would start straightening. And then you look over your left shoulder. You're in half Tadasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look between your legs again. Bend your knees. Shift the weight into the left foot. Become light onto the right toe. Slowly start rising. Open up the chest. Keep moving the knee back and then straightening your leg. Shift the gaze. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knee down and then come back down. Right, release your hands, but keep your right hand outside your right foot. Your left hand is going to come slightly in front of you and step your left foot back. You have this chaturanga bounce into your arms and take your left shin onto the tricep and sink your booty down, right? So the feet are still grounded, but you have the weights into the hands, and then you extend your right foot forward. See, my left toe is still grounded. Maybe it becomes light. So on this variation of Chittavasana, I keep squeezing the knees in. How do you get out of it? You bend your right knee, so you're coming into crow pose, and then you jump back. I couldn't do that because I had a wall there, but I will try it from here. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Check in how you feel, where you're at. Where is the breath? Where is your ego? Whatever outcome you might want it to happen, let it go. We are where we are. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through, and then rise up for warrior two. And we're taking 5 breaths here. Pull your heels together. Good breathe. Sit down dog deep for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straightening out your front knee, reach forward, Utthita Trikonasana. Take the hands down. Try to lengthen yourself forward. So you can have a little bend into the left knee, stacking the hip over the right hip, left hip. Breathe 5, 4. Feel your ribs again. So pull them back in. 3, 2, and 1. Look down, inhale, rise. All right, come back to warrior two. Utthita Parsvakonasana, so take your hand down and then reach forward. Pull the shoulder back. Breathe. Legs are strong, keep lengthening. 4, last 1. Take your hands down and then walk to the middle of the mat again. I'm going to give myself a little bit space from the wall. So come back into the wide-legged forward fold or the setup. And then take the hands to the hips and then rise up. Good. Open up your arms. See variation. Interlace your hands. Now take the other thumb on top this time. Okay, remember we did it first time in the beginning. Roll the shoulders open so you feel like you're holding hands with that stranger. Lift the gaze. Exhale, fold. Same thing here. Legs are super strong. Belly in. You pull yourself down with the help of your bandhas and the arms. And again, technically your feet could float up. And then inhale, come all the way up. And then open up your arms. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, fold. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. So we're coming back into the A variation. So we're going to take it up into a tripod headstand. So the same thing. So we're just going to see how it feels floating the feet up, because we're going to straddle later on in our handstand. So exhale, fold, crown of the head comes down. Move the hands in line with your heels. Fingertips are pointing forward. And then see how it feels. Just press into the hands and the head, float your feet up. Here we are, we breathe 5. Keep squeezing your legs into the midline. Belly in 4. Hips are neutral. 3, 2,
And one, open up the legs, bring them back. Nice and slow. Try to resist. Let your toes just hover over the mat. Hover, 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 and then take them down. Move the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And then turn your toe to the left. Knee comes down, and then walk your hands over to the right, and then bring your left toe up. Try to sit down and keep moving the knee away from you, move deeper into the inner thigh, and maybe you take that seat. Now you're actually sitting, and then walk your hands forward. And then drop the chin to the chest and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your hands back up, and then walk your hands to the inside. So lizard pose again. Take your right knee down, and then heel toe your foot over. Right, and then bring your, hips forward and down. Come to your forearms. Look forward. Pull yourself forward. You're on the outer part of that edge of your left foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knee, left hand to the top of the foot. Use your strap if you need to. Roll the shoulder open, opening up into the quad, the thigh. And then let it go. Come back up onto the hands. Tuck your toe, lift the knee, and then step your right foot outside your right hand. I'm going to turn this way. All right, so from here, left hand comes underneath, take it onto the low back. All right, and then your right hand connects to the fingers. See how it feels. And then you look between your legs, see how it feels, just straightening the legs, and then start twisting, looking over the right shoulder. And we breathe belly in. Can you hear my dogs? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look between your legs. Shift your weight into the right toe. And then slowly start rising, coming back into bird of paradise. Nice, nice and slow. Stand your foot. Shift the gaze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knee. Take it down. Let go of the bind. Your left hand outside, your left foot. Right hand comes in front. Take your shin onto the right tricep, and then sink your butt down. Right, and then extend your left foot forward. You're still grounded, and then you shift your weight forward, become light into the toe. You see how it feels to balance. There you go. Keep squeezing the knee up, and then bring it back in to Bakasana as you jump back. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come into pigeon pose. So shin, thighs, sit bones comes down. Sweet pigeon. All right, prop yourself up. All right, the closer your shin is to the front of the mat, the more sensation you will have. All right, but look back to make sure that the toe and the foot comes out through the hip. And then you want to roll this hip down. That means that you might have to prop yourself up on to the right thigh. And then come forward, keep breathing. We're just prepping. We're not going to stay here for super long. Just opening up into the hip. Moving towards the handstands. And then come back up onto the forearms, onto the hands. Tuck the toe, lift the knee, 3-legged dog. Take your foot down and now pigeon pose. Eka Padarasha Kapotasana prep onto the left. So take your shin, thigh, sit bone. All right, so check in. The foot comes straight out of the hip. Make the adjustments that you need to make. All right, your front side should be decent open, and then you fold. You take your 5 breaths or so. And then slowly start coming up. Slide your hands, tuck the toe, and then inhale left leg up. And then take a seat onto the heels for a moment. So here it comes. We're going to take 5 breaths in our handstands, and we're going to just do like a regular, floating the feet up. So if you are using the wall still, that's perfect. You do your up against the wall. If you can, move away a little bit from the wall, right? So you're not kicking up, and keep your feet separated. So if I go over here, I'll show you what I mean. So when you come up, so keep the feet separated, and you see how I can bring my foot to the wall if I need to, right? So if I'm falling over, I'm touching it. Otherwise, you stay here, and when you have the balance, that's when you bring your feet together, all right? And you take your 5 breaths here, and then you see if you can pike and land between your hands. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. That makes sense? All right, again, if you have questions, feel free to use the chat, right? This is all about pulling into the bandhas, which we're also going to explore more in a bit. This might be a 90-minute class, I just realized. All right, so here we go. Wherever you are, 5 breaths on the right, 5 breaths on the left. Try to pike down if you can. And then try the other side. Take your time. And then pike. All right, come back into a forward fold. All right, take your hands, maybe do some wrist therapy as you just making circles. Take your hands behind your thighs and fold. Shake your head. Good. Take your hands up to the mat, and then step your right foot between your hands. Left foot steps back, heel to heel alignment, and then hips are squared. You can use blocks here by the side as you're straightening your right knee. Lift your kneecap and draw the hip back. Lift and lengthen, so find that little cobra back. Belly in, exhale, fold, and breathe for 5. Keep pulling the heels together. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and then take your left hand outside your right foot, or you keep it to the inside. So we're coming into Pravrita Trikonasana. Inhale, press into the hands, exhale. You start twisting, floating, hand up. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the hand down, frame your foot, put your left foot next to your right. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, come all the way up. All right, Ardha Padmasana. Bring your knee to the chest. Figure 4 is always an option. And then take your foot into the hands. And almost like you want to move your foot towards the belly button. And then from here, I lower my knee down. All right, so I'm in half lotus or figure 4. Take your right hand behind you. Maybe you find your big toe. You can use the strap here as well. Left hand comes up, exhale, fold. Or sit down into figure 4. If you can, you lining your hand up with your left toe. You can use a block. Lift and lengthen, exhale, fold. Squeeze your half lotus in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and then come all the way up. And then let it go. Now step your right foot back, heel to heel alignment. Find your lift, belly hips. Our hips are squared. Exhale, you start folding. Move back into Parsvottanasana. Pull your heels together and we breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift and lengthen, hands inside, outside. Parivrtta Trikonasana. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twist. Hold the top hand up and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, look down. Frame your foot, step your right foot next to your left. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, come all the way up. Here we come again. Figure 4. Hold on to the foot. Try to get the foot up towards the belly button and then lower the knee down. Maybe take that left hand behind, holding on to the big toe. Squeeze it in. Hand comes up wherever you are. Sit into figure 4. Or you fold for 5. Squeeze your lotus. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and then inhale, come all the way up. And then release your foot down to the ground. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet in to high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. And then jump through to reseat. All right, and then bring your right knee into the chest. So Marichyasana, A. Hand comes up, exhale, fold, and then wrap it around. Connect your fingers. Sit up tall. Try to keep the sit bone grounded if you can. Squeezing the knee in and we fold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up. Let it go. We're just going to switch. We're going to go through all 4 of them. Bring your hands up. Exhale, fold. Wrap it around. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, come all the way up. We're just going to do all 4, all right? You know what? We do this one first. So take your foot in to the hip crease, half lotus, or you keep your foot down, all right? So just where we were a second ago. And this time we're bending the left with right knee, right? Or you keep your foot down onto the ground. Arm comes up, exhale, fold, wrap it around. Be variation, sit up, exhale, bow for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up. Let it go. Half lotus, right foot, or onto the ground. Bend your left knee. Squeeze it in. Left hand comes up. Come to the inside. Wrap it around. Maybe using the straps and fold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up, let it go. All right, step it back for a vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Jump through to a seat. If you need a strap, grab it. All right, so just come through. Bring your right knee into the chest. Both sit bones are grounded and start twisting. So bring the left hand up and then hook your elbow. So this might be where you stay. Or if you can, internal rotate your arm and connect your fingers, maybe the wrist. Sit up tall, exhale, twist for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, look forward, let it go. Here we come, left side. Foot comes in, again, use your strap maybe. Hand comes behind, right arm up, belly in. Right, find that internal rotation around the thigh. You sit up and then exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, look forward, let it go. Now, left foot, again, you can keep it here and bend the knee, or you take it in to half lotus. And this is normally where I need my teacher to help me, right? Because this is pretzel for me, right? Again, left hand comes up, so it might be a case where you just gonna try to hook your elbow. I might need to use my strap. I internally rotate. Breathe. And then let it go. And then we're just going to do the other side. All right, so right foot, coming to half lotus. Again, remember, there are modifications. So this might be where you stay, right? All right. See if I can get into a pretzel on my other side. Put my hands there. Good. And then let it go. Whew. All right, make your way back to high plank, lower down shoulder. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Jump through to it. Good, and then open up your legs wide. Upavishta Konasana, come to the front side of the sit bones. Toe points up and then fold to the inside. And breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring your knees together. So we're going to do a variation of Navasana. Hamstring and inner thighs are super open, so make your way in. All right, we're going to take 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands up. Now open up, tap your heels down. Inhale, come up, Navasana. Exhale, tap. Inhale up. Exhale, tap. Inhale up. Whoops. Keep going. Exhale, tap. Inhale up. Exhale, tap. Inhale up. One more. Tap it down. Inhale up. Cross your ankles. Roll over onto your hands and knees. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then walk your hands forward So here we are, come up into a seat. So we're gonna start up against the wall. So you're gonna take your hands, you're gonna come into like a wide-legged again. I don't have a good wall except this one, but you remember, you're gonna look, I'm gonna show you. So you're gonna take your hands down, right, to the mat. So you're in this wide-legged, and I look between my legs, and I get my back up against the wall, right? Here I am, I got my back, and I press in. Get my hands a little bit further back. I press in, and here I am, bringing my feet up. I bring them down, and up. Do you see? So you come in, so you're not, like, you know, we normally put the crown of the head in. Now I keep on looking, and I press into the back. If you need, you can take the blocks if you need a little bit more height, right, and do the same thing. You press into the hands, through the shoulders, into the back, and float your feet up. Right, so try that up against the wall. It's a lot of core strength. Right. Bring them up. Maybe tapping wrists. Use your breath. And then come down. Woo. Take a moment. Maybe come up and do circles. So this is what this has been leading up to. Straddles. All right. So now puppy presses, which is a little bit easier. And again, you can use, if you use the blocks, this is easier. Right, so you would stand onto the blocks in that case. So check it out. You plant your hands under the shoulders like we did earlier, remember? Right, I'm going to shift my weight into one foot, and I'm going to bring the other one like a peeing dog again. I lean into my hands. I become light onto my right toe. I lean into my hands, and I start floating my left foot. And here I am in my puppy press. All right, if you have that, obviously, move the blocks out of the way and do it from the floor. Make sure to press out through both sides. All right, so just give it a little bit of time. All right, and we're going to have one more after these press ups. We'll do something, and then we're going to come back to handstands again. Sometimes if we have too much momentum, so we try to not use the momentum. Sometimes when we have the momentum, it becomes too much. All right, awesome. Maybe take a vinyasa from there. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then come down onto your shins. And you know what? We're going to start in half Virasana. So we're going to start on the left side. So take your left foot outside, move the calf, and take a seat to the inside. All right. And then you can lower down. You just snuggle the foot as close down to the hip as possible. Lift your hip, do the tuck. So we, once again, getting into the front side on the left side this time. See how it feels. Maybe bringing the knee into the chest. And breathe 5, 4, 3, 2,
and 1. And then slowly come out. Keep your foot where it's at, either the foot to the inside. So again, coming into half lotus. Right, bring the knee down. Try to keep both hip bones grounded. Take the right hand behind you. Hold on to the toe or just to the floor. Left hand can stay to the knee, or you slide your foot underneath. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist, look over the shoulder. We breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look forward and then let it go. And then we're just going to take the other side. So the right foot comes outside the right hip. So move the calf muscle out of the way. Bend the knee, lift up and tuck. And keep going. Bring the knee to the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come back up. Bring your foot inside or into the hip crease. Take your hand behind you, wherever you put it the last time, onto the knee or slide it under. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. We breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look forward and then let it go. Come back into high plank. Take a vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. And then come through to a seat. All right, so we're going to start lotus, actually to the left side. So you're going to take your left foot into the hip crease, or you take it underneath, all right, and you be in Sukhasana. All right, so here, this is the untraditional way. Right foot, again, you can be underneath, or you take the foot on top. Okay, so it feels maybe a little bit funky. All right, sit up tall, breathe. Squeeze your lotus in. 5, 4, 3, breath is strong. 2, and 1. And then just release. And then we're going to take a lotus the other way. So this time, the right foot comes in, left foot underneath or on top. Noticing the difference. And squeeze your lotus in. We breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stay this way, right? Roll up onto the knees, and then from here, see if you can lie down onto the belly. Reach your hands overhead. You're aware of the balance. You can come up onto the hands and then roll back. And then let it go. So guess what? We're taking it upside down. So this is something that I practice, or I'm working on. I can't do it free floating. So I'm going to give you the option that I actually can do. Right? So this time we're going to take the crown of the head up against the wall. If you know that you're not coming into lotus, which is fine too, you can do this. You can try to butterfly. You can maybe try to do the eagle on both sides, or you will take it into to your Padmasana lotus upside down. So you will bring your feet up against the wall, put the crown of the head in. Right, you press the mat, and then here you go. You take it into lotus. You press head in, so your lotus comes off. You squeeze it in, and maybe pushing the head away. And breathe.
and release it. That's one option. And I will try to see if I can get somewhere. Because if I don't try it, I will never know. And again, I do this with effort and with ease, right? I listen to the breath, I be aware, I pay attention, I play with my edges. No attachment. And a child's pose when you feel completed. And then come down onto your back. Urdhva of course. If you want to take bridge pose at the Bandha Sarangasana, which at this point you should be opening your back, you're more than welcome to. 3 breaths, 3 urdhvas, 5 breaths each time. Finishing. Inhale, lift up. Come down, take a moment. When you're ready, here we go again. Urdhva Dhanurasana number 2. Then come down. Last one. Effort and ease. Come up. And then lower down. Your knees into the chest. Have a baby pose. Try to get this time the sacrum off the back, off the mat. So sort of rounding your back. So also the feet together. If you can, take your forearms over the feet. And then just bring it back down. A little bit deeper variation. This way. You can lift your head towards the feet, really rounding your back. It's also an option. Wherever you are, let it go. Bring the knees to the chest, exhale, knees over to the right. Inhale, come through center, exhale, knees to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Then give yourself a little squeeze. Extend your feet out long. Here we are, Shavasana. Draw breath in through the nose. Open mouth, let it go. Breathe.
Slowly start easing your breath. Movements. Stretch out long and bring your knees to the chest and come up into a seat. Sit up tall, close your eyes. Listen to the breath. Moment to do that little check-in to see where you are, the expectations. So you're letting them go. Let's tap into the feeling of feeling spacious, grateful for what you achieved. Stayed with your breath. You honored your body. Take your hands to your heart. Namaste. So much for being with me this morning. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can leave me a chat here or just an email, anything. I hope you have a beautiful Saturday. I'll see you next time. Bye.